Commissioners Court of Brazos County will meet regular session on March the 21st, 2023 at 10 a.m. in the County Administration Building, 200 South Texas Avenue, Suite 106. First item on the agenda is the invocation pledge of allegiance of the U.S. and Texas flag. Commissioner Aldridge will lead those.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for the blessings you continue to bestow upon us, particularly those blessings that we don't perceive as such, but then in your time we figure out that they are such. We ask that you be with us in all of our hardships. We ask that you bless those who defend and protect our liberties, and those who protect our safety and ensure our safety. We ask that you give them the strength and the peace to deal with what they deal with on our behalf. And Father, I ask today that you impart to us your wisdom, that in governing and doing what we need to do for the citizens of Brazos County, that you give us your wisdom so that we may glorify you in serving those who we have the responsibility to serve. I ask these things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Second item on the agenda is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. Hearing none, we will consider and take action on agenda items 3 through 19. Number 3 is consideration and approval of Resolution 23-010, authorizing publication of notice of intention to issue certificates of obligation.
Move approval. Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 4 is approval of the following committee to determine the need to create a Veterans Court and/or mental court with General Bentley Nettles as chair.
Move for approval with the corrections. Move for approval A through M with the corrections that B should read Jarvis Parsons. F should be Nathaniel Wood with an E, N-E, Nathaniel Wood. And G, where it says Marty Thomas, should be Thomas Marty.
Okay, we've got a motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve that committee. And then Mike Sutherland, you wanted to come up and speak on 4?
Thank you, Judge and Commissioners. I may be too late because I wanted to ask for an addition to the list because there's been confusion about who the VFW people are. The resolution calls for local VFW representatives appointed by the local officials. And what's happened is there's a VFW forming in College Station, but they're not formed yet. They won't be formed until May, so they really don't have any authority to appoint anybody to anything yet. They may, but they don't now. And the person that's on the list is a member of the Jewett VFW, not the local 4692 or any, but they can't be a member of the new one because it's not formed yet. So I have a letter from our Gary Hildebrand, the commander of 4692, the only post in Brazos County. They've been in business since 1947. That appoints a representative, and I would hope that maybe you can make an amendment to that motion and appoint us, VFW Post 4692, on that committee. May I pass out his recommendation?
Yes, but you can pass it down.
Shall I give it to you? Thank you. And I want to say before I leave, thank you very much for appointing this committee, and I hope that it turns out well for everybody. And one of the issues that's come forward to me and one of my groups I'm in is that there's been a recent study about suicides among military people, and it's gone from 17 a day to 44 a day. 44 a day. And there's only 150 across the United States. suicide today. So they've got about a third. So we really need some help. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mike. I appreciate your input. I don't think that whether they're a member of the Jewett firm, it says local, I really think this is a balanced committee, and really we're looking for input from, you know, a varied bunch of folks. So I don't have a problem with leaving the committee like it is as the motion was made.
Judge, I'd like to move to amend the motion to include a representative of the Brazos County VFW posts position, in addition to the one that has been chosen. And really, I'm getting a little bit concerned about this particular process. And the reason I am is in the original resolution that we passed on January 31st, paragraph B stated that by February 28th, that the names of the people that were going to be on the committee were to be presented for acknowledgement, and that constituted their membership on this committee. And I don't know, that was brought to my attention, in which I brought that to your attention, and that's the reason I believe that agenda item number 4 is actually on the agenda today as a result of that. But we're about a month late, and I guess my question is was it the responsibility of the chairman of the committee to come back to us according to the resolution that we passed on the 31st of January? Or was that the responsibility of the Commissioners Court to require that and communicate that to the chairman? So I'm a little concerned about how things are progressing here, because I don't think that they are meeting the expectations certainly that I had, and from what I've heard from members of the community, that it's meeting their expectations as well. So I'm a little concerned here, but that's the reason I offer the amendment, because it addresses a concern, and I don't see with a committee as large as this is, that adding a local Brazos County representative from the VFW would present any problems to the committee. Maybe the chairman would like to speak to that himself.
Well, in comment to that, I mean, when you brought this to my attention at the end of last week, it got on this week's agenda. Had you brought it to my attention earlier in February, it would have come before there then. So I think it is the Commissioner's Court's responsibility to follow up and make sure that, that those things that were put in that original resolution are followed. And I don't have any problem with it. And I'm still fine with this. You have made a motion.
There's no second.
We need a second if that amendment's going to get voted on.
Yeah. Well, I kind of figured that this amendment might die due to a lack of a second. So
Thank you for your input.
Well, at least we got it on the agenda, and
Yeah.
I thank the people who brought this to my attention.
They should have
to
brought
where-
it to your attention earlier if they saw that in.
Well, no, to be quite honest with you, Judge, it should have been my responsibility to have noticed that, because my name's on that resolution.
Yep.
And not being in compliance with that resolution, I will take responsibility for that, but I'm glad that we took care of it. And like I
Yeah, I
said,
think
this gives me concerns about the whole process that we're doing here. So I've voiced my opinion on that, and it apparently doesn't seem to be the will of the Commissioner's Court, so I'm okay.
So I am okay with that too. Motion's been made and seconded. No further discussion. All in favor of the motion to create the committee from this proposed committee members, raise your right.
With the amendment as to the spelling of those names?
Yes.
Yes.
That was included in that motion. Yes. All in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed? One opposition. Motion passes. Number 5 is approval of the following sections of employee manual.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 6 is approval of a memorandum for law enforcement support, LESO program participating law enforcement agency, LEA, addendum amending the existing state plan of operation dated February 2021.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 7 is approval of the First Amendment to the interlocal cooperative agreement providing for housing prisoners from the City of College Station in the Brazos County Jail.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 8 is approval of requested juvenile services for state aid for the Southeast Texas Juvenile Chiefs Association grant application.
Move for approval. Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 9 is approval of to issue a Diners Club credit card to the Health Department employee William Poland with a limit of $2,000, replacing the card for Kelly Curry.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 10 is approval of the architect proposal for JP and Constable Precinct 3 building feasibility study with Burdette Consultants LLC in the amount of $24,253.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 11 is approval of change order number 2 for CIP 22-630 replacement of various roofs Phase 4 in the amount of $18,672.18 for the following with Duralast.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is approval of change order number 1 to RFP 23-643 Jack Manning Bridge replacement for the following Fuquay construction. These revisions will not change the contract pricing.
Move approval A, B, and C.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 12 is approval of change order number 1 to RFP 23-643 Jack Manning Road replacement for the following with Fuquay construction. These revisions will not change the pricing.
You've done that one.
Did I?
Yeah.
We just did that
Yeah,
one.
we're going to
I was
13.
going, I didn't, when I was reading it, I thought that was the same thing.
So
but I looked-
deja vu.
All over again.
Number 13 is approval of the final plat, White Creek subdivision lot L16R right-of-way for the dedication being a minor replat of White Creek subdivision lot 16 and lot B, John H. Jones, survey abstract 144, City of College Station, ETJ, Brazos County, Texas, sites located in precinct 1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 14 is consider and take action on Wixon Creek SUD utility permit to install a bore 1-inch service line under Whedon Loop located 1,440 feet southwest of Henschling Lane, sites located in precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 15 is consider and take action on Wixon Creek SUD utility permit to construct a bore for a 1-inch line under Orange Cove located 380 feet southwest of Shady Lane, sites located in precinct 2.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 16 is tax refund application for the following.
Move approval A through C.
Second.
Motion made, seconded to approve A through C. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 17 is budget amendments FY 22/23 budget amendments 24.01 through 24.1.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 18 is personnel change status.
Move approval A and B.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 19 is payment of claims. Claim to be paid by Brazos County, claim number 8121107 through claim number 8121243, and claim number 9007069 through claim number 9007119.
Move approval.
Second.
Motion made, seconded. Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None motion carries. Number 20 is the acknowledgement of the FY 2022-23 budget actuals by fund as of March 15, 2023. Acknowledgement of the FY 22-23 contingency budget to actuals as of March 15, 2023. And number 21 is juvenile director's report on detention population. Linda, come up.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. We have 43 juveniles in detention, 29 males, 14 females, and we have 29 on electronic monitor.
Thank you, Linda. 22 is Sheriff's report on inmate population. Sheriff.
Good morning. 678 is the population today, 592 men, 86 women, 34 on monitors.
Thank you, Sheriff.
You're welcome.
Number 23 is announcement of interest items and possible future agenda topics.
Judge, I'd like to put on the next available agenda, hopefully by next Tuesday, a update from the chairman of the Veterans and Mental Health Court Committee to give us an update as to where they are and what their anticipated course of action is before they, by requirement, bring back to us, or I don't know if it's by requirement, but they've stated that publicly that April, I think, 17th is when they're going to come back to us. But with the concerns that were expressed today and the concerns I've heard from people in addition to that, I'd like to get a view, and I think it would serve the Commissioner's Court well to get a view on what the actual process of coming to this recommendation is going to be.
Okay, well, my thought had been that, you know, they're gathering information and putting together a white document, if you will, to give a recommendation for mental health, and so gathering the information takes a good bit of time, and each one of the committee members are supposed to be out doing that. So, I mean, I don't know that it will, may not, it's premature in my opinion to be asking the chair to come in and give us updates when he may not have only the information that he's got in hand that he's actually been doing, and he wouldn't have information maybe.
Yeah, my agenda item request is not for the result of the committee's deliberations and recommendation. My request is for what the process is going to be, and whether they're going to meet all together as a group, whether they're going to be working individually and then coming to that. So I would just like an update on where we are and what the process is now that we have actually met the requirements of the resolution today. I want to know what and I think it would benefit the Commissioner's Court well to know what the process is going to be. So that request is for an agenda item, and I don't think that there would be any problem, because hopefully the chairman knows what that course of action is going to be, and I would like to have that as a agenda item next Tuesday.
Since I'm here, just today, I'm not available next Tuesday.
Okay, well, then let me amend, let me just say that I want that to be at the time, and I know that you may need some time to look into this, but, you know, if it's the Tuesday after that, that's fine. We've still got until April 17th.
Well,
is what
we'll
we
work with
stated.
his schedule, I mean, and make sure that he's available, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to, General, I don't want to put you on the spot without having given you time for preparation for this and it to be spontaneous. I don't think that's fair to you, but I would like I do want us to have an update on the process now that we're finally to the point where we should have been.
Okay, any other announcement of interest items of possible future agenda topics? 24 is call for citizens' input and/or concerns. Hearing none, next item is to adjourn. Thank you.
Thank you.